sustain an efficient transport system, it is necessary to have a long-term plan that takes into consideration the demands of the commuters, both in the present and future. Good evening, I am Kate Harmony.
Tonight on the program, we'll be getting an update on the BRT Transit Extension Project from Mile 12 to Ikorodu, a huge transport project designed to deepen public transportation system in Lagos State. Good evening and welcome. I am Obafemi Craig. Do join us after the break. The news on Lamata FR. Lagosians have been urged to embrace the state's vision on public infrastructure renewal, especially in the transport sector. Managing Director, Lagos Metropolitan Area Transport Authority, Lamata, Dr. Dayo Mobriola, said this was necessary in view of the primacy of transportation in driving the economy of cities. Dr. Mobriola emphasized that the public had an important role to play in the achievement of government's plans and vision. Beyond their support and cooperation, he said Lagosians must pay their taxes as and when due so that the government will be well equipped with the required capital to fund the many projects that are geared towards uplifting the living standards of the people. He said the Lagos State government has in the last 10 years showed commitment and prudence in the management and allocation of public funds towards changing the face of public infrastructure and delivering dividend of good governance. It will interest you to know that there are over 300 bus rapid transit BRT corridors around the world, according to the latest information by the CityFix, an international online resource for sustainable urban mobility and planning. According to the CityFix, advanced bus systems have now spread to 168 cities in 38 countries, totaling 305 corridors, serving about 30.1 million passengers per day. There are now 4,256 kilometers of lanes dedicated to these burgeoning transport mode. The adoption of the BRT system has been adjudged as one of the quickest and effective solutions for meeting public transport demand around the world. Rapidly developing countries, including Nigeria, have made the most use out of these new ways to move people towards job opportunities, leisure activities, or closer to their families. According to statistics, Latin America has the highest share of BRT corridor in the world, with a total BRT system in 55 cities, serving over 19 million passengers per day. This represents a total of 63.2% of the total world BRT corridor. Asia followed with a total passenger capacity of 8.1 million per day, representing 26.4%. Europe's BRT system caters for about 1.7 million passengers per day, while North American cities BRT carry a total of 891,000 passengers per day. Of the total world BRT use, Africa accounts for 0.78%, with a total passenger capacity of 242,000 per day, out of which Lagos BRT carries about 200,000, representing 82.64% of the total Africa share. Johannesburg BRT, which is the second BRT in Africa, carries 42,000 passengers per day, accounting for 17.35% of Africa's share of the world BRT statistics. There are 80 kilometers of BRT in Africa, out of which Lagos has 22 kilometers, and this has been extended by another 13.5 kilometers from Mile 12 to Ikorodu to bring total BRT coverage to approximately 36 kilometers. That's the news. Stay tuned. Lamata FR continues.
Basically, what Lamata does is to coordinate public transportation in Lagos State, and we came up with a transport master plan.
Developed together with the World Bank, the objective of this plan is finding long-lasting solutions for the problem of transportation in Lagos. Currently under its first steps of development, the plan has already proven itself a big success, dramatically increasing the connectivity in a city in continuous expansion and enjoying an unparalleled demographic and economic growth.
Our responsibility is to ensure that we provide the necessary infrastructure to meet the growth, to improve the quality of life, to improve the standard of living, and to make Lagos a vibrant and livable city in years to come.
Lamata, think transport.
From the news, we take you to the site of the Mile 12 to Ikorodu BRT Extension, where work is ongoing. Join me on the move. On this segment, we'll bring you the update of the Mile 12 to Ikorodu BRT Extension Project, which the Lagos State government, through Lamata, has embarked upon. This is a 13.5-kilometer road project, which when completed will reduce travel time by 30%. We recall we visited this road project some months ago, and as we can see, there's been a remarkable progress. To take us through a proper update of this project is the project's manager, engineer Femi Fayombo.
This is where we call the westbound carriageway, that is Lagos bound carriageway. Just on my right there, you have the eastbound, which is the Ikorodu bound carriageway. Somewhere just around the drains there, the original road is somewhere there. So for the past 15-16 months, we have worked and we are here now. To get to this point, we had to secure the right-of-way through the Lagos State government. We had to invite the Ministry of Physical Planning to secure the right-of-way for us by removing structures on it. Okay. We had to do relocation of utilities. All these power lines, they were somewhere here before. Oh. So we have moved them almost 30 meters back. We had to do site clearance. We had to do some construction works. These drains were installed. Okay. Now we are here. This is what we call the sub-base of the road. That's like the sub-base. Sub-base. This is like the foundation of the road. Okay. So this is what we call quarry fines. Quarry fines, okay. Sub-base.
It's more of sand.
Yes, that's the quarry fines. Okay. You can see it's a little bit fine. Yeah. So it's a 200 millimeter thick base. Okay. So after this, now if you look there, you see some lines there. Yeah, I can. So the next layer that is coming is called the stone base. Stone base. That is another 200 mm thick. It's going to come up to that line. Up to that line? There, the second line there. Okay.
Okay, I can see that there's a market over there, and I'm wondering, how do you manage the traffic around here?
Yes, the market you are seeing there is called the plantain markets. The marketers were actually relocated by Lagos State government through the Ministry of Environment from the old Teju market in Yaba. So when they started the construction works there, they had to relocate them here temporarily. Temporarily, and they've been here for quite a while now, over a year. Okay. So since we commenced this project, we've been in discussion and consultations with them. Okay. The market authorities, we have an agreement we've signed together that we are going to build an alternative for them somewhere at the back of Mile 12, so that they'll be with the produce market in Mile 12. Oh, yeah. We call it the Maidon Agility area in the market. Okay. So now they need to move there in phases. And we hope in the next few days they will commence that, and in the next few weeks they will complete that. Because works are scheduled to commence the next 4 or 5 weeks.
4 or 5 weeks. Wow. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Still on the move, we move to another session of this project. Please come with us.
With Lamata, Lagos is changing for the best.
So now we're having some construction works. As I told you earlier, this is the stone, the base material, the sub base, so which is being laid with the grader, and they are leveling it. So just somewhere up to my right, you have the utility ducts. Okay. What you are seeing here are pipes. We call them ducts. They are for utilities, mainly telecoms. Telecoms. We've seen that over time in Lagos, you see government doing a very beautiful road, commissioning it several months after, several weeks after the road is being cut. They are laying cables, optic fiber cables, all those stuffs. This duct spans across the whole length of the road. And at some points, it crosses to the other side. So in case they want to cross from one side of the road to the other side. This is median running BRT operation.
Okay.
The BRT lanes are in the middle.
Okay.
As you see now, you can see the BRT lanes well formed. This is the BRT barrier on the left, that's the BRT barrier on the right.
Okay.
So the BRT buses are going to run on this lane. One going to Ikorodu bound, one going Lagos bound. Then just further to my right,
Okay.
the culvert has been built over 4 lanes now, which is 2/3 of the road.
Okay.
The other 1/3 will be built very soon.
Okay.
That means this section, the other section that is low, will
going
be
to
raised
come
up with the culverts so that the 6 lanes of the road can be visible.
Eko Akete, Lagos, my home. With Lamata, Lagos is changing for the better.
We are still on the path of the fulfillment of a promise made by the Lagos State government. And I still have my tour guide with me, Engineer Fayombo. Where are we?
Yes, here we are. This is Majidun area.
Okay.
It's about the end of the middle section of the road,
Okay.
which is about 4 kilometers in length.
Okay.
Just to my right here, you can see some activities going on. We have the Majidun BRT station here.
Okay.
What they are doing at the moment is they are preparing to start the works for the pedestrian bridges.
Okay.
So we have a pedestrian bridge for the Majidun station just right there.
There.
Yes, and just to my back here, you have the location for the BRT bus depot.
Thank you so much, Engineer Fayombo. I can call this Road Construction 101. I've learned quite a lot. Thank you so much for being a part of On The Move.
Thank you.
We have just brought you the summary of the update of the Mile 12 to Ikorodu BRT Extension Project by the Lagos State government through Lamata. It is our duty to keep you informed as the project progresses, and also we plead with you to bear with us. Also keep in mind that by the time this project is completed, it will reduce travel time, pollution, fare, and also open up accessibility for development and the actualization of the mega city. Thank you for staying tuned. Lamata Half Hour continues.
The Mile 12 to Ikorodu BRT extension, embarked upon by the Lagos State government and being implemented by Lamata, is to ease traffic and the burden of transportation in Lagos State.
The BRT extension to Ikorodu is known as BRT Classic, and it is an improved version of the existing BRT from Mile 12 to CMS. It is classic because the buses would operate right in the middle of the road, giving the BRT operation a feel of the rail system. The stations will be located in the middle of the carriageway with pedestrian bridges to take commuters in and out of the stations.
To give us an in-depth update on this extension project, we have a chartered civil engineer with several years of experience, Lamata's senior specialist infrastructure and project manager of the Mile 12 to Ikorodu Extension Project, Engineer Femi Fayombo. You're welcome.
Thank you.
The BRT Extension Project to Ikorodu is one that every resident of Lagos is looking forward to. How important is this transport project to transportation in Lagos?
Lagos State government has a vision for transportation in Lagos. And the vision is to provide an efficient and effective mode of transportation for commuting people. BRT has been implemented in some cities in the world, especially South American countries, and they are doing well there. So Lagos State got hold of this. Lagos State has implemented this along the Mile 12 to CMS corridor, and we all know it's doing fantastically well. So as I speak, over 260 million people have been moved along that corridor and still counting. In the spirit of improving the mobility of the transport of the commuting public in Lagos, the BRT is being extended to Ikorodu town. That is why we are doing this project, with several benefits. If this project is completed, the economic activities in Ikorodu is going to improve. It's going to change tremendously. Ikorodu will be connected to several recreation and business activities in Lagos. The residents of Ikorodu, we spend less time on the road. We have reliable means of transportation, and they will get home safely, because right now we know what's happening around that corridor. So we are saying that when we implement this project, it's important to us because public transport-related accidents is currently on the rise. It's going to reduce by about 50%, about half of it. Emission from dilapidated vehicles is going to reduce. We are saying that fares is going to be more stable, because when you have means such as the BRT, you can regulate fares. It's not that today is 15 naira, tomorrow is 17 naira, tomorrow, it's going to be stable for a while. It's not, there won't be an arbitrary increase. And overall, the people will have more money in their pockets, saved from transportation.
Now, the extension project has been on for about 14 to 15 months now. What has happened on the project since construction started?
Thank you. Yes, the project started around October 2012, and we're about 15 months, as you rightly said. The first thing we did was to secure the right-of-way approval from His Excellency, the Governor of Lagos State. Because when we came in, the whole corridor was encroached upon. We didn't even know where to start. So just a two-way road was just showing, and there were structures all over everywhere. In order to start, we had to get the approval of the governor to get the right-of-way settled. So when we got that, we needed to get the approval of the Ministry of Physical Planning, which is the agency with the ministry in charge of that, to get the right-of-way delivered to us. Delivery means removal of structures along that road width. So all that was done for several months, and the construction work started. When it started, we also had to relocate PACN, telecom, water utilities within that right-of-way. So we got all that out, then we started our works, starting with site clearance, clearing the road, started with excavation, and all. As we started that, there are lots of bridges along that corridor, water bodies, let me say. We have bridges, we have culverts. So we have to extend all those culverts in order to take the additional lanes we are building. We have to do bridges at those locations in order to take the additional width of road we are doing. So as we speak now, almost all bridges except 2 locations have been completed, and all the culverts have been completed, have been extended, to take the additional width.
One area of complaint on the project is the issue of traffic congestion, especially to those towards Ojota during the morning peak hours, and towards Ikorodu and towards the evening peak hours. What measures have been put in place to improve on traffic movement during construction period?
Some of the problems are man-made. They are caused by us, by drivers, all of us. Because on a daily basis, we see the behavior on the road. When people are on the wheels, you won't believe some of the things they do. You see people not maintaining lane discipline. Somebody is on this lane, he moves here, trying to shunt, trying to drive faster than others. You see people driving against traffic. Even with the Lagos Traffic Act, people still drive against traffic. You see people turning at illegal points. There are points where we've designated as U-turning points, where people are supposed to make U-turns. But people still go at odd hours, remove barriers that the contractor have put in place just to make U-turns. All these are not acceptable. They are not right. But these are things that are happening, and they are affecting all other people. Furthermore, the activities of traders. Almost every part of that road, trading activity is going on. Even right within the construction zone, see people trading. We, Lamata, we've gone on several occasions to appeal to people, to tell this, even for your safety, it's not right for you to trade within the zone. Please move back, move out of it. Temporarily, they will tell you, yes, they're okay. Sorry, sir, the next moment, you turn your back, they move back there. These are issues we are contending with on a daily basis along that road. Even at times, the contractor they have to cry to us that we cannot work in this section. The traders have taken over, and safety is of high essence. We've told them this. The activities of cart pushers, they are out there. You see them driving in droves, taking one lane and affecting traffic. And Lamata, working with the Lagos State Traffic Management Authority, LASMA, we are in constant consultation. Lamata has even tried to assist their work or improve their work by giving them 2 patrol vans to aid them in movement and in controlling traffic to move, for traffic to flow. We have even ensured that the contractor will keep 2 lanes of traffic on either direction at every time. Morning peak, afternoon peak, off peak, 2 lanes of traffic. Motorable roads, motorable ways. so that the 2 lanes that people are supposed to travel on is there for them all times.
In the last few weeks, we have witnessed the onset of early rains.
Sure.
How do you plan to manage this?
Yes, early rains is just surprising to all of us. I think it's the
Yes,
effect
it
of
is.
climate change. You know, it's coming as when we have not expected it. But we are working with our consultant and our contractor. This is coming as a surprise, but as in projects, these are what you put together in your planning. So we are working with them in order to make sure that any lost time will be recovered.
We will continue from here after the break. Stay tuned. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. You are all looking bright. Our guest has given an update, extensive update, on the BRT Extension Project status. Now it is time to take your questions, contributions, and suggestions.
My question is, you said the project is for safety and to reduce the traffic congestion. Please, sir, how long will this project take?
Thank you. This project started in 2012, around October, November 2012, and we plan for a 24-month duration. So we are hoping that by the end of 2014, this year, we'll complete this project.
Considering the fact that we're having more applicants in Ikorodu, how many lanes do you intend to expand this road to in both ways?
Mr. David, I will respond by saying that presently, you have 2 lanes going to Ikorodu and 2 lanes going to Lagos, making 4 lanes. The project is adding 1 lane to Ikorodu, 1 lane to Lagos, making 3 lanes, 6 lanes. So, but BRT does not want to take 1 lane and not give anything back. So what we are saying is that BRT will take 1 lane in the middle, 1 lane in either direction, to and fro, making 2 lanes. So the new lanes we have given back will complement the one we've taken. So you will still have 2 lanes going, 2 lanes coming.
We are done with the question and answer session. Over to you, Kate.
Thank you, Craig. So, Engineer Fayombo, what are your parting words to our viewers at home?
Lagos State is a responsible and responsive government. Lamata is responsible and responsive. Several times we have had meetings, stakeholder consultations, where you have told us what we need to do, and we've listened. If you go to site now, several of your comments or complaints, we are implementing them at the moment. Please, I want you to please bear with the government, understand with Lamata, understand with Lagos State government that this project is for the people, and we are committed to delivering it. And I want to say, please do your civil responsibility, pay your taxes. Thank you.
Engineer Fayombo, we would like to thank you for being a part of Lamata Half Hour today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure.
Still Lamata Half Hour after the break. To find out more about us, you can use the details now appearing on your screen. Would love to hear from you.
Every member of our audience will receive a loaded Lagos Connect card. Till next week,
Lamata.
Eko Akete, Lagos, my home. With Lamata, Lagos is changing for the best. BRT lanes, modern rail lines, pedestrian bridges,